Welcome to our podcast, voted one of the best in the marketing research industry 3 years in a row, 2019 through 2021. This is Research Business Daily Report, the only daily research news video for the past 10 years. And we've been presenting one top story every day that's of importance to various members of the research industry. RBDR does rely on your support, and we'll tell you how you can contribute at the end of today's report. I'm Bob Lederer in my 27th year as the respected voice in market research. If you're a client insights executive committed to a career in our industry, well, chances are slight, if highly unlikely, that you're going to be willing to speak or anybody else in any detail about compromising situations. It's not a criticism, just a statement of fact and reality in business circles. But we came across a contributor at Inc.com, Geoffrey James, who blogged 3 ways market research makes you dumber and what to do instead. And it was an insightful look at what can go wrong in a research department. The central point made by James, who is formerly a member of the marketing group working inside the software division of a huge high-tech company, is that, quote, most companies waste hundreds of thousands of dollars and man-hours on unnecessary or ill-conceived market research. He said that if you approach market research with true objectivity, it can help you understand what's going on in the world and even suggest how you can take advantage of it. But James detailed his first-person experience, which portrayed the damage that occurs when a company management actually denies research its responsible role to serve as a first-rate guide, advisor, analyst, and predictor. James had been appointed the new head of a marketing group inside the aforementioned high-tech firm, and he was briefly excited, only to discover that management's research interests did not at all align with his. James says he sought knowledge and insights to better understand the market that the firm was operating in, and then to take that information to improve the company's products and services. But company management, he said, quote, wanted ammunition to support decisions and positions that it already made or knew that it planned to make. James's management, he said, wanted to possess an informational upper hand for purposes of budgeting and organizational structure. But James said his situation constituted more than confirmation bias because it involved, quote, actively finding and sorting data to reinforce preconceptions while still leaving the appearance of objectivity. Prior to James taking control of research, he outlined how a boutique agency had been hired to prove that the company had actually been making more money in digital publishing than Apple. That was a conclusion James described as a crazy notion. Once James took over the research responsibility, he hired a reputable agency specifically to develop and bring marketplace reality, which he could present to management. James declared, quote, I tried every way possible, charts, documents, props, animations, etc., to get the decision makers to look at real-world data and then to make recommendations based upon that data that might pull the company out of, at that time, what was a self-induced tailspin. However, in spite of James' best efforts, his evidence wasn't readily accepted. And the company, James went on to write in his blog, went bankrupt not long after that. That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report. And as we mentioned at the start of today's video, we hope you will become a supporter, what we call an RBDR Patreon supporter, because our video series is viewer supported. What does it mean? Well, to provide a monthly contribution, which you can do by visiting our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR, where you can select the whatever level of support works for you and is comfortable for you. And whatever that may turn out to be, we say thank you. We also hope that you have a good research day and that we will be back here tomorrow to welcome you back. And until then, please stay safe.